everybody, this is Keisha again. You know what? This is like the third time I'm trying to do this video. Because last week I had 4 appointments in the same day. One was with the dietitian, the therapist, the doctor, and the heart doctor, where I needed to have a stress test, which is you're walking on a treadmill and doing different things. Takes 2.5 hours. Okay. I had my first appointment at 11 o'clock last week, and I had another appointment, my second appointment, at 2 o'clock, and then it was supposed to be 2:30 and 3. Or 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 3:30. I think that's what it was. Well, okay, so I get to my appointment at 11 o'clock with the heart doctor, and I get to the wrong doctor. I ended up sitting there from 11 o'clock to 2:30 and didn't even get to take the stress test. So I got to go back this week. I got to go back Saturday and take the stress test. And then I have to go back before I take the stress test and do some blood work that she wanted to be done. I feel like this surgery is right around the corner. They got me doing so much stuff like it's happening next week or something. You know, I don't even understand it, you know, why all this stuff is like bunched up at one time. I mean, I schedule them all the same day because I drive 45 minutes to this office because my doctor recommended the surgeon to me. Said he was the best in the area. So I drive 45 minutes, and so I try to get it all done in the same day. I mean, but all right, this heart doctor, she wants blood work. She wants me to come back again, do the stress test, you know, and oh my goodness. Along with everything else I have to do, I am like thin, like really thin. I'm using up all my time at work trying to do this stuff, and you know, I'm just tired. I'm tired. Nonetheless, my appointments I had with the doctor, for the heart doctor, she basically just talked to me for a few minutes, asked me some questions, some general questions, and then asked me to take some blood work and then come back Saturday and do the stress test. I said, okay. So then I left there and I went to my therapist appointment, where again she asked me some questions and asked me a little bit about my history and gave me some paperwork to fill out and sign, and so I did that. I filled out all the paperwork, and so she asked me, how have I been doing since my last visit? And you know, I told her, I said, I'm tired. I'm not just emotionally tired. You know, I'm physically tired too, but you know, the emotional is like, it weighs down on you. You know, I'm tired of fighting with my weight. You know, I'm just tired. I'm tired of trying. And this is what I was telling her, you know, I'm tired of trying. You know, I have been trying to lose weight off and on my whole life. And I'm just over it. I'm over the struggle. I'm over the fight. I'm over it, you know. And she was looking at me like, well, what you gonna do? You know, I mean, she was looking at me like, well, how you gonna be over it and you in here? You know, That's what I got from how she was looking at it. But I was just like letting her have it. I'm like, I'm over it. I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of trying to lose weight. That's when she gave me the paperwork. And she was like, you need to fill this out for me. And fill out these paperwork, fill out this paperwork and sit in the waiting room, and then your dietitian's gonna call you. So, anyway, so I'm in the waiting room filling out the paper, and then I give it to her when I'm done, and she takes it back, and then she calls me back, and she's like, is there a counselor or someone you can speak to in your area? And I'm like, well, why? And she's like, we think you have a little bit of a depression going on, and it might really benefit you to, have someone to talk to that's closer to you. I mean, you can come to me, but I'm sure you don't want to drive way up here, so you can find someone in your area and talk to them, because you need someone to talk to. I said, I could have told you that. I need therapy. But anyway, so, according to her, I have depression, which, I could believe. I'm going to do a video about depression and just different ways it affects me. And, because I think a lot of people have the notion that to be depressed, you can't function. You all you do is lay in the bed and you don't want to move, or you don't want to talk, or you isolate yourself. That's not true. It's not true. Depression shows its face in a lot of different ways, and I could believe her when she told me that I may be depressed. So, I told her, okay, I would find somebody in the area. And then I went in to speak to the dietitian. So the dietitian comes in and she's asking me all the same question. And then she's like, well, how did you do with the diet? Were you following the guideline I gave you? I was like, no. She said, did you write down the things that I asked you to write down? I was like, no. She said, well, we're going to really need you to start writing down what you're eating and, following the diet plan. It's really important. I'm like, okay. So, after I left her, I get to the doctor, right? So I go in the doctor's office and he's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing fine. He's like, are you hurting? Are your knees hurting? Are you having any pains and aches? I'm like, yeah. It was so funny. It was so funny. He was like, are you having any aches? That nod that make you want to nod with him. Are you having any aches and pains? I'm like, yeah. He's like, are your knees hurting? Are you having this and that and the other? I'm like, yeah. He was like, okay. And then he gets his pen and he's writing and everything. And I'm like, he was like, I hate your insurance. He said, they require so much, and so I get that he's trying to, work things out for the insurance. So I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever it's gonna take, So I'm not mad at him. Do your thing, okay? So I left out of there. I left out of the doctor's office, and by this time, it was 5 o'clock, after 5 o'clock, when I finally got done with everybody. And I just decided from then on that I am going to work this. I'm going to do everything they asked me to do. And I'm going to try, because I don't want to go into this surgery with the same habits. I don't want to have the same mind frame, feeling the same ways, because I end up doing the same things. I want things to be different. I want my life, the way I eat, the way I think about food, the way I eat food, when I eat food, I want everything to be different. So I have really decided that I'm going to follow their suggestions. I'm going to do what they ask. I'm going to start writing down what I eat. And ever since I left the doctor's office, I've been writing down everything that I've eaten, good and bad. I wrote it down, and I've really been trying to eat better and do things properly. So I started here. My appointment was on the 20th. And so I started that next day on the 21st through the 24th. And then I went into, I'm on the 27th. Today is sorry about the finger. Today is the 27th. Today is the 28th, but I wrote up to the 27th. So, next month, starting this Sunday, me and my friend, we're gonna start riding our bikes every Sunday. And I love riding my bike. It's like such a pleasure to do. And last summer I rode like crazy. And so I'm looking forward to that. And then I bought this exercise program with, what is that guy name? Sean T's Size DVD by Beachbody. Anyway, I can't think of his name, but yeah, it's like a dance exercise kind of thing. And so I'm gonna do that. And I also have a diet plan, an exercise app, Daily Burn, that I pay for every month. And I can use it on my computer. I'm going to start exercising, because I want it to become a habit. I want it to become something I do every day. And, I just have to continue. Even when I fall, even when I do the wrong things or eat the wrong things, I don't want to feel defeated or like, feel like I have to give up. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying. And I'm not going to give up this time, because I want this to be different. Of course, well, I don't know, of course, because different things are for different people. But my doctor told me that if I go under a certain amount of with my BMI, that I will be declined for the surgery. So I got to make sure that while I'm dieting and exercising, that I don't go under a certain BMI. So I'm going to be mindful of that. And again, I will keep you informed of the progress. And I have some other videos that I'm working on. And like I said, I'm going to come to you with the video on depression. And I have some good things coming up. So stay tuned. Like, share, and comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon. And if you need any encouragement, or if you're taking this journey also, and you want to walk together on this, you want to tell me where you are and how you're doing, I really like to hear it. So keep in touch. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.